to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my top 10 items that you should look out for or buy at the thrift store or antiquing or Facebook Marketplace or garage sales, wherever you can buy affordable home decor for cottage style decor. This video is part of a collaboration hosted by Rachel from Stone Cottage Home here on YouTube and over at her blog. And I will leave links to her blog and YouTube channel and the playlist to check the other ladies' videos. So my number one on my 10 list items to buy at the thrift store, and that you should buy too if you like that type of style, is baskets. Baskets just add a lot of natural charm and a vintage and just natural form of living element to the house. I love decorating with baskets, and they're also very functional. I have bought some baskets for my pantry makeover, and I plan to use them not only to have an aesthetically pleasing pantry, but also to serve to hide stuff inside of the baskets. And you can do that all throughout your home. I know I decorate with baskets on the walls and in my shelves, on my hutch. I just love to decorate. I even use them to use as wreaths and just add a couple flowers to the inside of the basket. I definitely love using baskets as a way to decorate cottage style. My number two item is wood elements. So while baskets add wood elements to your home, there are other types of wood elements that you can use. I decorate with wooden spoons, with different kitchen utensils. You can use wooden frames, wooden candlesticks, or candle holders, I should say, and just different type of vintage items. I have this old wooden newsletter stamp drawer that I hung onto the wall, and that is a very nice, pretty vintage cottage style farmhouse type of decor that is so simple and adds a lot of charm because of that wood tone on the wall. So I love decorating with a lot of wooden elements in the kitchen, using all of the wooden utensils that I mentioned before, and also using wooden cutting boards. I think they're so neat to decorate. It just makes it feel so cozy in the kitchen and just adds a vintage farmhouse cottage style flair. I do want people to come to my home and see home decor that they necessarily are not used to seeing in other homes, because they're not your typical commercialized items. And I just love the thrill of thrifting different type of pieces, and I just think it just separates your home from the rest. My third item on my list is copper items. If you've been following me here for a while, you know that I am super obsessed with copper. And lately I've been fortunate enough to find a couple of copper pieces while thrifting or antiquing. I love using copper all throughout my home. I mainly use it in my kitchen dining area, but I also have bought some pieces to go displayed inside my pantry, and I also would like to find pieces that I can display out in my living room. But copper just adds that natural, cozy, warm feeling. Copper is not only pretty, but it also makes me feel very nostalgic to see it displayed. Like I'm walking into a nice cottage farmhouse by seeing all the copper displayed. It just makes it feel like you're going back in time. So along with copper items, really you can use any mixed metals to achieve a cottage style look. I like using brass, copper, black metal, even a nice like silver patinaed type of metal. I think all of those combined just create a very eclectic lived-in style. So number four on my list is white dishes or any type of vintage dinnerware. I love decorating with a lot of white dishes. If you've been following me again for a while, you have seen white dishes displayed around my home, on the walls, in my hutch, on my kitchen shelves, basically anywhere that I think they look pretty. It just creates a nice farmhouse cottage style vintage vibe, and I just love this type of styling with plates. I think it's so pretty and cozy and homey, and most of these items are going to create that cozy homey feeling, because I think that cottage style is exactly that, just creating a very nice and inviting feeling to your home. Number 5 on my list is books. I like collecting either new or vintage books. Basically, if they're new, I just take their covers off, and if they have a really pretty hardcover, I like to display that out, or using vintage books that I find at the thrift stores or at vintage antique stores for pretty much an affordable price. I find them for $1, $2, around that price range is where I like to buy them to display them around the home. And as you can see here, I have a ton of those books, and I love the feeling it brings to my home. I think it makes it look cozy, and I just like the feeling of like a library, an old vintage library in a home type of feeling. So that's my number 5. Definitely books are an easy and affordable option to add cottage style to your home. My number 6 on my 10 list is picture frames or vintage artwork. You can purchase some faux vintage artwork in places such as Etsy, and it only costs about a couple dollars, and you can combine it with a thrifted frame, and you have instantly some thrifted vintage artwork to display in your home and add some of that cottage style flair to your home. Number 7 on my 10 list is vintage or old looking type of furniture. Sometimes some pieces are not necessarily vintage finds, but they look it, and that is what we are striving for in order to keep all of the home decor cottage style on a budget. So one of my vintage pieces is my hutch in my home. It's the first thing anybody sees when they come through the front door. It adds that bold cottage style flair to my home, but also I got it for $50, so it's very affordable to add a little bit of cottage charm to your home. And if you have a small space like I do, having just one big statement piece like that really goes a long way. So number 8 on my list is lamps or any type of light fixtures. I think that they add a super big statement piece in the living room and in the kitchen area. Number 9 on my list is fabrics. You can thrift pillow covers, pillow, or quilts of that sort, and you can actually use them or just use them as display in an armoire, and it just adds again that cozy homey feeling. So last, number 10 on my list is greenery, either real or faux. Adding it to the inside of the home just gives off a really cottage style farmhouse living type of feel. I think it makes the home just look so pretty and lived in and very charming and inviting to your home. I definitely feel that a cottage style home is all about having an eclectic look, different new and old pieces combined to create a lived in over time type of home. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you here at Consider All Joy, and you can do so by clicking the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you here, and don't forget to check the description so you can check the next video on the playlist. I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye!